Okay, so getting back into the underhook, we got to get into the underhook, right? And there's several ways to get into it. Like I said, I talked to you before about going backhand. As I make contact, I'm going backhand. As I hit down, I bang down, and I'm going to step in. Boom, right there. I step in. I want to keep his head here with this hand for a second. Boom. As I shoot my arm in and I step in, I can take here. I can be out here. I prefer to be inside, okay? But it really doesn't matter, because if I was going to go to my throw by, I'd want to be outside, and I'm going to release the head at the same time as I go to my motion, okay? And so that's really the first one that I learned, was this underhook throw by. So as you go make contact, underhook, and I want this fencer position with my hips as I step in, okay? Then I want to step and replace. I'm going to step and replace. And it's a cartwheel motion, and I throw through. I want to think about lifting with my shelf arm and then dumping him with my elbow. So it's not like my hand doesn't get caught like this. Once I get him here, and that's cut right there, and I've stepped, I'm going to go, but I'm going to go pop this. My elbow's going to go hot, boom, and finish him off this way, okay? My feet need to go replace and through, okay? This was really the first one I learned. We did it a lot. I had a teammate who was a national champion, Ralph Kizzy was his name, big guy, and so he wrestled with more power, and I kind of developed mine initially as a freshman just by watching him wrestle, and we did it as a team. But it came a lot off a shot, so he would shoot to my lead leg, he'd grab right there, and I'd catch his hand coming in here, and then as he comes into me, I explode to my go behind, okay? Over in here hand fighting, and I find it, boom, and I explode to my go behind, okay? Ralph is real powerful and real strong. This is like his main offense, off of the counter or just going chasing himself, okay? But we take that same concept and we get into attacking the single leg. So whether I go block, collar, boom, okay? Or I just go collar, and I step in an underhook right there. I might rotate him, and then I'm looking, and then I'm making a decision. Do I want this leg? Do I want that leg? Do I want his head down? Do I want to step back in and blow him over the top again? Okay?
So you can still isolate the head and then come to the throw by?
If I'm not usually going to go right to the leg unless it's an explosive throw by action. So when I'm here and I've hooked, boom, that's when I go to the leg. That would be a right away sort of thing. If I do it from the tie, it's more of a, it's like a shot I'm thinking, okay? So when I underhook, I'm usually looking to shoot on, okay? And it all depends on what do you want. If I get an underhook on this side, I told you, that's my high crotch side. But I'm also looking for my inside trip from this side underhook, okay? And I'll get to this underhook from this side. So you do it, so we start with a Russian tie, and we talked about again. If I want to tie, a specific tie, start with a different tie. Okay, so you're not giving it away. It's obviously more subtle. It's trickier. It's sneakier. It's all about setups. The higher the level, the harder it is to get in. Right? Like I can take Kate down if I can get in, but getting in is really hard. Right? So if I want an underhook on this side, yeah, you go. So you go Russian tie here. Okay? I'm gonna fight for this, and he's gonna use that to underhook and change places, boom, right there. Okay. I shouldn't have to take change places, that should be automatic, right? So you go, I go here, far elbow, boom, you boom, change place, boom, 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 boom. Or he can explode right into the, is this your throw by side? Yeah. Okay, so if he went here, and I go here, he could just explode right to it. Boom, boom, right there, now you're still holding my head. Now, you can set your feet, or he can rotate. So this is the position I really want you to get to, is get to here, and now you can hold it up, and now you can decide, is he going to explode to the throw by? Go. No, your foot didn't move. I'm looking at your foot. That was all upper body. You got to do it with your lower body, where you got, yes, here, boom, 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 boom. That foot moved. okay? Or I'm gonna rotate, right? Okay, so that's the drill for right now. Is this underhook throw by is a hard motion. It's a cartwheel motion. It's a power motion. You can't scoot behind the guy. Like, my butt doesn't come out. So, like I was just talking about, I need to feel the momentum, the action reaction. So when I'm drilling this, I'll go collar, pull down, shove the underhook, pull down again. Short cut, I'm holding it right here, I'm going boom, and then I'm loading into this leg. I don't get tall, I can't get tall yet. Okay? I'm not trying to get around him yet. I'm straight in front of him right here, loading into this leg. I'm pulling his weight onto me. Right here, onto me. Okay? Really good. Remember Eli Dominguez used to say, hey, Greco goes backwards. This isn't Greco, but this is sort of a Greco hold. Right? Underhooks, Russian ties, those are more Greco holds. Greco, you're pulling. Why?
You're gonna throw him.
I'm gonna throw you. Right? So when I'm here, I'm going in, I'm attacking, boom, here, okay? And then I'm pulling down. Okay? I'm pulling down so I can get him to resist back up. Give me more, don't push in right now, just resist back up. Right there. Okay? That's the feeling I want. I'm already loading into this leg. Okay? Now, on this side, stay strong with your neck. On this side, I'm coming off. As I go, I'm loaded, I replace. I don't scoot. I don't just go with my arm. I need to see this foot move. Okay? Here, replace. Boom. That. I'm behind him in one motion. I'm behind him. I got the wrist. I can lift him. I can cross wrist. Okay? Again. So if I don't load him up on this side and load him up here first, you're not doing it the way I want. It's not a throw by. Okay? So I have to load him, pull him into me, and then fire. When I fire, it's this way. It's a cartwheel motion. It's an explosion up and over as my foot replaced, and I step behind it. I step behind it. I got it. Okay? One more time. Wow. Wham, wham, boom. Right there. Boom. 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 Right there. Right there. This is where I should be. I shouldn't, when I finish, I shouldn't be falling on top of him. My legs shouldn't be straight. I should be completely balanced. From coming from here, over, balance. Right? There's nothing clumsy about that. Okay? Let's do it right. You reroute the head. Okay? Don't post him out like that so much, because he's gonna fight and come back into you, and you're gonna be hand fighting. Here's what I mean. So when I go catch here, and I'm using this whip arm. Imagine like, just put your arms out straight. Like if I was Indiana Jones. I was watching this movie the other day. And I said, whack! And it just wrapped around his arm. I'm gonna do the same thing like this. I'm gonna Indiana Jones my whip and go right there. It's tight. I'm cupping the top of his shoulder, of his deltoid. Okay? So my other hand is on collar tie. It's a head. It's not here. It's not here. It's deep to his ear, covering his headgear. Wrap, elbow down, covering his head so he can't get it up. And I swoop right there. Okay? So when I whip it on, give a stand. I go here, boom. I should feel you grab my elbow right now. You don't have to fight me back, but you can grab me back. Thank you. Okay? So here, wait, boom. I'm starting to load right here. Starting to load. Okay? When I decide, when I start pulling down, when I start feeling him go up, whether I'm going to explode to my throw by, okay, or run into it here, or I decide I want to rotate to this position. I'm not necessarily pushing his head away like this. I'm going to come on top, like I just take my elbow to this side of his head, okay, and I'm taking his head and I'm just trying to create some separation between his shoulder and his ear, because if he gets here, he's strong. He's strong there in position. His body's going to turn into me. He's going to get his position. Okay? So, I don't want that. I want to clear his head out. I got to clear his head out. So if I feel that from this position here, and his head's starting to come in, he started working my arm, I got to clear his head out. Right there, and I move this way. Here, and I get over here on this side of the underhook. Stay there. Stop moving. I get on this side of the underhook, and now I start dragging. His head's going down, I'm pulling. Come on, backward. I'm doing this backward walk thing. Okay? From here, he's not gonna let me do that. He's going to fight up. He's gonna recover. He's gonna try to catch my arms. Okay? So as I'm here and I'm pulling and I'm dragging and he's fighting up, I release and I find it. This is my side. I release and find it, and I go right underneath, so I stay in a straight line. I don't want you to make, I want the movement to get to here, where your foot's in a straight line, head and back is tight, toe leg is up. You're not just dropping underneath into his lap. I want you to rotate, lift, see it, and penetrate to